Hello students, a very warm welcome to yet another exciting journey of learning English grammar. Today we are going to learn about comparison of adjectives. But before we do that, let's begin with our warming up activity. So as a part of warming up activity, we shall begin first with the pranayama. So at my count of 1, 2 and 3, please begin the breathing in and the breathing out exercise. So 1, 2, 3. Good. Now let's continue with a standing pose of yoga. So for that you all will have to stand up in a comfortable position, stand straight and then join your hands. Join both of your hands and then raise it on top of your head like that and then try to bend backwards. Okay, so stand in a comfortable position, stretch your feet a little bit, join your hands, raise it on top of your head and bend backwards. Then while you're taking your hand in, up, breathe in and breathe out while you stretch back. Then come back to the standing position and put your hands down. So you can actually go on with it for 2 times. Okay. So again, stand straight, breathe in first, breathe out, join your hands, stretch your hands on top of your head and bend backwards. Yes. Now you're going to bend backwards and come back to the standing position. Put your hands down. Yes. Do it again. Put the hands back down. Again, stand in a comfortable position. Join your hands together. Put it up or gradually move it up and then push back or stretch back, pause there for some time and then come back to the standing position. Slowly bring your hands down in front of you and then hands down. So now we shall end the warming up activity with breathing again. So at my count of 1, 2 and 3, breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Good. Students, time to begin with the chapter now. But before we do that, we all have learned about adjectives, right? So, think about the definition of it. What is an adjective? So, students, we are going to read a story about the Sleeping Beauty. So, while we read it, you are going to identify all the adjectives. Okay? So, let's begin. A long time ago, there lived a beautiful princess. She lived in a very high tower. A wicked fairy cast a spell and the princess slept for 100 years. A big forest grew around the tower. One day, a handsome prince came to the tower. He took his sword and cut the trees. He married the princess and woke her with a kiss. The prince saw the princess and they happily lived ever after. They happily lived ever after. So kids, now it's time for you all to underline the adjectives. So which is the adjective there in the first sentence? Yeah, it's a beautiful princess. She lived in a very high tower. High. A wicked fairy cast a spell, and the princess slept for 100 years. The big forest grew around the tower. One day, a handsome prince came to the tower. He took his sword and cut the trees. He married the princess and woke her with a kiss. The prince saw the princess and they happily lived ever after. So now if you look at these words which are underlined here are adjectives. So children, we all have learnt about adjectives, right? And we use adjectives every day. When you're talking about your friends, when you're talking about your relatives, or when you're talking about the actors and the actresses, right? So you use a lot of adjectives there. You use adjectives even to compare things, right? When you go for shopping or when you are, trying to buy some things, which is better, this or that, right? So you use a lot of comparisons there, or you use a lot of adjectives there. So this brings me to a point, that is the chapter, that is comparison of adjectives. So I want you all to take out your textbook, come to page number 57 on your English grammar books. So that is, read these sentences, that is, Riya's voice is sweet. Mimi's voice is sweeter than Riya's. Pridhi's voice is the sweetest of all. So if you have observed here, you see that there are 3 words which are in red. So each of them have the same attribute, but the intensity of that attribute is different. So sweet, sweeter and sweetest. So let's begin understanding when we use the positive degree, the comparative degree and the superlative degree. So students, there are 3 degrees of comparison. That the first one is positive, second is comparative, third is superlative degree, right? So the positive degree is just used to describe an object, whereas the comparative degree is used to compare 2 objects, 2 similar objects but with different intensities. And then superlative degree, it is used to compare more than 2 objects, nouns or things. So students, let's look at the examples. The examples, first one, Ram is a tall boy. So which is the adjective used here? Yes, it is a tall boy. Then Ram is taller than Shyam. Which is the adjective again? Yes, this is the one. Ram is the tallest boy. Which is the adjective? Tallest. So if you observe closely that the adjective has 3 degrees. The first one is positive, comparative and superlative, as I have told you earlier. So positive, again, only one quality of one person, and it also could be a thing or any other material. Then man is taller than Shyam. So Ram is taller than Shyam. So here you are comparing Ram and Shyam, right? So Ram and Shyam are the 2 people who are compared with one particular adjective or a attribute, that is the height, right? So you are just comparing one quality there, but for 2 people. Then Ram is the tallest boy. Then it means that he is the tallest boy among all the other boys in the class or in the group, it could be. So, here we have 2 points to be noted, that whenever we are using the positive degree, we use certain grammatical articles along with it. Okay? So, we will be learning about them a little later. But before that, we shall learn how we can form the degrees of adjectives. How we can form different adjectives applying the rules. So, let us begin. So, students, the first rule goes like this. You will have to add ER to form a comparative degree at the end of the word or the adjective, and add EST at the end of the adjective to form the superlative degree of comparison. So, let us look at the example. Here, if you see, young is the adjective. So, younger is the comparative degree, youngest is the superlative degree. So, we now have formed the positive, comparative and the superlative degrees, right. So, let us look at another example. Now, I want you to solve. So, if it is kind, what will be, this is in positive degree. What is the comparative degree? Yes, it is going to be kinder, and then what is the superlative degree? Kindest. Okay. So, now let us look at the next rule. So, the rule 2 is, when the positive degree ends in E, then we add R to form the comparative degree, right, and then you add ST, to form the superlative degree. Now, here if you look, wise, wiser, wisest. So, here you see the word ends in E, okay. So, then you will add R to it just to make it a comparative degree. Then you add ST to it to make it superlative degree. Noble, nobler, noblest. So, again see E, R, and then here it will be ST. So, that is noblest. So, students, let us look at the third rule. Okay. So, it says, when the positive degree ends in Y preceded by a consonant, the Y is changed into I, and then before adding ER and EST. So, here you look at this example, EASY, here Y is the last consonant of the word. You want to make it the comparative degree, right. So, the comparative degree would be removing the Y and then just add IER, and the superlative degree would be by removing the Y again and adding IEST, correct. Then tasty. So, here that is again a Y. So, remove that and just add IER. Tastier, tastiest is the superlative degree. So, it is IEST. So, kids, look at the next rule. When the positive degree is a word, when the positive degree is a word of one syllable and ends in a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, the consonant is doubled before adding ER and EST, right. So, here if you see, it is preceded, the last letter or the consonant is preceded by E, and here the G is preceded by I, N is preceded by I. So there it's a vowel. So when you need to change this positive into the comparative, then N will change, or it becomes double, and then you add ER to make it comparative. So here D, E, R. Okay, so the D is doubled and then you are adding ER. Then bigger. So here bigger. Thinner. Right? Yes. So how do you make it a superlative degree? That's reddest, biggest and thinnest. So here what we have done, we have added another D, and then as usual we have done the EST. Then biggest, BIGGEST, thinnest, THINNEST. So these were the points to be remembered when you are changing the degrees of comparison or forming the degrees of comparison. There is another rule that we need to learn when we look at the words which have more than 2 syllables, like beautiful, intelligent. So to these words we do not add or remove any letters from the word. We simply add more in case of comparative degree, and we add most in case of superlative degree. Kids, now the point here is that this word has more syllables. Means when you are pronouncing a word, so what do? In one breath we can pronounce the whole word, then that is a monosyllabic word. For example, red, hot, all these are monosyllabic word. Then you have black, that is bisyllabic word, right? Brave, bisyllabic word. These are the words which are polysyllabic. It means more than 1 syllables. So here you have beautiful, intelligent. So such words do not undergo any change, and you simply add more and most to make or form the comparative and superlative degrees. So beautiful is positive degree, comparative degree, superlative degree, okay. So these are the way you can change or form the degrees of comparison. So students, it's time for us now to recall whatever we have learned. So apply the rules to the questions that you are going to solve now from the textbook. I want you all to come to the exercises on the grammar book. So students, come to page number 61. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate form of comparative or superlative. The adjectives given in the brackets. So my cousin scored dash marks than me. So here the cousin scored better marks than me. Why better? Because we are comparing one person to another person. Today is the dash day of the year. What is that now? That is the longest day. Who is the intelligent girl in the class? Right? some people have more money, much more money than brains. Next, fifth one, this is the cleanest beach in the city. So now I want you all to solve the sixth one. Fill in the blanks with the suitable degrees of the adjectives in the box. Now this is the next exercise that I am talking about. So you are going to do the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th by yourself. Okay. Now in this exercise you see the yellow box given. There you have the adjectives given. Now what you are going to do is, Irwin has proved himself to be dash than his brother. So what are we going to do here? We are going to add the correct degree or the correct adjective in the blank. So Irwin has proved himself to be dash than his brother. So can you tell me which word would you choose? Yes? It could be diligent. My friend gifted me a dash box of chocolates on my birthday. So a gift, can you tell me? My friend gifted me dash box of chocolates. So it must be a large box of. So this exercise, again, do the rest of the question yourself and we shall discuss the answers in the interaction sessions. So students, look at these words: good, better, best. So better is comparative degree, best is superlative degree. Late, later, latest. Then old, older, oldest. So these are the words which have no rules, but they are this way used to compare adjectives. So kids, come to page number 59 on your textbooks. So that is later. Notice this first one, the last paragraph there, it says, notice the difference in the application of some adjectives. Later and latest refer to time, whereas latter and last refers to the position. So here, if you see, on the timeline, later, it means that I want to be doing a task on a future or sometime later, and then latest, it means that something which is just very newly formed, or for example, the latest movie, the latest newspaper. So like that. So they refer to the time. However, latter and last refer to position, right? So latter and last, latter, they refer to the position of a person. For example, the former president and the latter president. So former president was better than the latter president. It means that the first one who was there is better than the other one. The last is also a position. So for example, if you have won a prize, then you say the last winner. Then the last bencher, the person who is sitting at the last bench. So that is the last bencher. So then the next example here, the function has been postponed to a later date. So it means sometime in the future or later. The latest news is that India has made it to the finals. So the latest news is that they have made it to the finals. So that's the most latest news. The next one is elder and the eldest. They are used only for persons and mostly for the family members. So elder, eldest, it means what? I have an elder sister. I am the eldest son. So these are the ways you write them. Older and oldest. This refers to both person and the things. For example, the museum is the oldest one in the city. Older. My grandmother is much older than yours. So these were the adjectives related to the age. Next, further, come to page number 60 now. Further means additional, while farther denotes distance between 2 points. Okay. So how do we further continue? Look at the examples. I do not want any further arguments on this. So further means any more. Then farther. So let's go the farther shore of the lake. So let's go a little far away from the shore of the lake. Then next, it denotes to the order or the position, while nearest denotes nearness in distance, right? So next means what? It has to be taken to the next position, while nearest denotes nearness in distance. Okay. The next train to Mumbai is at 11 p.m. Mother walked to the nearest grocery store. Right? Look at the next one. Some comparatives such as senior, junior, prior, inferior, superior that end in OR are followed by to and not than. We do not add the word more before these words. So here, see, look at the examples there. We are not adding any more word. So comparatives such as senior, junior, prior, inferior, superior, all these words have OR in the end, right? And you always will use to there, correct? And not than. Then we do not add the word more also, like we added for polysyllabic words or polysyllabic adjectives. Then when we compare two things of equal value, we use as. For example, there are two dresses, okay, at the store, and you need to pick out of them, but then they are equally good. So how would you talk about them? We would say the black dress was as elegant as the red one, right? Next, Nikhil is as tall as Neeti. Next, when two people or things are compared with each other, we use the word other to exclude the former. Preeti is, so look at the next one. Preeti is more punctual than any other classmate. Preeti is more punctual than any classmate. Okay. So here they have used than. So the second one is incorrect. The first one is correct. Now look at the green board and look at the sentences formed. We saw them, for example, if you remember, Ram is as tall as his brother, right? So we use this as tall as. So if you look at the adjective there, this is going to be positive. Right? And Ram and brother, both of them are of equal height. So we say Ram is as tall as his brother. Next, Ram is taller than, Ram is taller than his friend. So here, look at this. Ram is taller than. So always remember the comparative degree is having the word than after the adjective. Okay, only then you will say that this is a comparative degree. Then Ram is tallest Ram is the tallest boy. So here Ram is the tallest boy, the tallest. So here if you look at the word, you have the article the. So always the superlative degree will have the. Okay. So look at this sentence. Kerala is the more literate state in India. So here the mistake is this, right? So we need to correct it. Kerala is the most literate state in India. That Greg has signed the agreement is the latest news. So here if you see that is incorrect in this, and here it says later. Later is again what? Is the incorrect sentence. So here you would write, you would remove that from here and just write Greg has signed agreement. Greg has signed the agreement is the latest news. Okay. So if you look at this, there is the used and latest. Okay. So you end the sentence with the full stop. So this is the way you are going to solve the exercise. Now it's time for us to look at the exercise E. The teacher said that my essay was the best. So here this is in superlative degree. Okay. Because if you look at this word, then you identify that it is the superlative degree because it has the. So if you look at this now, the teacher said that my essay was good. So here you change the superlative, you have just changed the superlative to the positive degree. So look at the next example. Grapes are not as juicy as mangoes, right? So here what is the degree used there? As juicy as mangoes. As juicy as is the positive degree, right? So what would you say there? You would say grapes are not juicier than mangoes, or you can also add mangoes are not juicier than the grapes. So let's solve the next question on the green board. This restaurant serves the tasty Italian dishes. So there, this you can change. What is the degree here that you see? You see the positive degree, right? Because it says tasty Italian food. So this is positive Italian food. So next, this restaurant serves the tastiest Italian dishes. So there, this restaurant serves the tastiest Italian dishes. The tastiest. This has been changed to the superlative degree. So kids, what have we learned today? We've learned comparison of adjectives, that there are 3 degrees of comparison. One is positive, one is comparative, and then the superlative degree. So what is positive degree? Brave, dim, easy, beautiful. So we have seen all the 4 rules applied here. So brave, braver. So you simply change the word, the positive degree to comparative degree by adding R. Then you add bravest, B-R-A-V-E-S-T. Then you have dim, dimmer, dimmest. So if you notice that this word has a vowel before it and it ends with a consonant. So here this letter will get doubled like this, and then you write ER, and then here D-I-M-M-E-S-T. So E-S-T. Next, easy. Y. Y is the last letter of the word. So you remove that Y and write E-S-I-E-R. Easier. And then E-A-S-I-E-S-T. That's easiest. Right? Then beautiful. More beautiful. The most beautiful. Okay. So now these are the things that we've learned. Okay. So here the rule in positive degree is that you use as the adjective as. So as good as brave as rich as, like that. Than is comparative degree, right? So comparative degree, whenever you have 2 things to compare, then you use this degree, and in the sentence you will always find than over there. Okay. Next, the is the article which is used before the superlative degree, correct? So the best, the largest, the highest, all these words are used as a superlative degree. So students, I hope you all have understood the lesson, and we shall meet again in the next class. Until then, you all take care and happy learning.